Yo, Ariel.
Oh, hello, Tink.
I have a fish bone to pick with you.
Why? What's wrong?
The last time you told me about your original story, you barely told me anything. The other girls have told me detail after detail. So I need to hear how you detailed. Eh?
How long did it take you to come up with that joke?
Longer than you think. Now come on, spill the tea.
Oh, okay. So, in my original story, I grew up listening to stories about life on land from my older sisters and my grandmother. For so long, I wanted to visit the land, but you had to be 15 to do so. So you best believe the second I was 15, I was up there.
Wow, I would not have been that patient.
Now, it just so happened that the same day I visited land for the first time, I saved a prince from drowning.
Oh, just like in your movie.
Yep. Once he was safely rescued, I was really curious about what would have happened if he had died.
Oof, morbid.
And that's when my grandmother told me that mermaids can live up to 300 years, but when they die, they are completely forgotten, as if they never existed. And humans don't live as long, but when they die, they have a soul that then lives on forever. And that was that. My dream was to become a human so that I could have a soul.
Wait, so it wasn't because you wanted the prince?
Well, he was a part of it, but mainly I just wanted a soul.
You know, that actually makes sense. Isn't there a rumor that people with red hair don't have souls?
Tink, where did you hear that?
Nowhere.
My grandmother said that if a human can fall in love with a mermaid, then the mermaid will be given a soul. But humans think that fishtails are like really ugly, so I needed to become a human.
Is that when you go see the sea witch? And then she steals your voice when you do the thing, right?
Ooh, kind of. In my original story, it's a lot more gruesome. The sea witch gives me a potion which gives me legs, but when I drink it, it'll feel like I'm being split in half, and every time I take a step, it'll feel like I'm walking on knives. Oh, and she also cuts out my tongue.
Ew.
I told you it was gruesome. The sea witch also tells me that if the prince falls in love with someone else, then I will die. And turn into sea foam the following morning.
Jeez, no pressure then.
And you've never been to the surface before, right? So what did you do when you get there? Well, thankfully, the prince found me as soon as I got to the surface, but obviously I couldn't speak, couldn't really use my legs, and I knew nothing about the human world, so he really had to look after me. Kind of like how a babysitter would look after a toddler.
Ugh, I know some creeps are into that, but to me that just sounds like a huge ick.
Oh, just you wait, it gets way worse.